So normally being a PhD student just consists of something along the lines of this all day, every day. But today, since I'm doing a bit of stuff out and about, I thought, why not do a day in the life video? It might be fun. So I'm currently just finishing packing up my bag so that I can head off on the train to Nottingham. So the train leaves in like 15 minutes. I'm always reluctant to go through to the platform here because they seem to change it last minute to platform 0 every time, and platform 0 is a real pain. So I'm going to wait and see if the information updates. Last time I waited and literally went through to the platform, and then it changed to platform 1 as soon as I made it. I changed to platform 0 as soon as I made it onto the platform. So, I just don't want it to happen again. Okay, it's boding well. It's still on the board and we've got not very long to go. Hey, would you look at that? 4 minutes till the train leaves. Hey look, we're going from platform 0. Who'd have freaking thought, eh? Who'd have thought? I think I might just start just coming to platform 0 every time. This is getting really ridiculous. Because the worst thing with platform 0 is that you have to go back through the barriers, through the main bit of the station, run up a flight of stairs, and then you're on the platform. Every time! Consisting of is going along areas where I think people will not necessarily have explored as new students to the city, and working out then how to do this exercise that I need them to do in the area that they are unfamiliar with. The inherent problem with this is that I end up having to walk around random places and film random stuff, which makes me look absolutely crazy. Even more crazy than now when I'm talking to the camera. I feel less self-conscious doing this than I do filming an interesting looking sign. So I thought this might be a nice exercise for me to do, just because I've had a few comments on previous videos where I've mentioned in passing about doing a PhD, and people have asked what I'm doing, and it's never really been necessary for me to talk about it, so I thought this was a reasonable excuse. So I'm studying at the University of Nottingham, but I work from home in Cardiff because most of what I do is computer based. I don't need to be here all of the time. It's nicer to live with my boyfriend rather than have to go see him on weekends, which sucks. So I did that for my first year and I hated it. So now I spend extra money and I rent a room here, and I also live with him in Cardiff, so I have no spare cash. But it's better than being by myself a lot of the time. I can't talk very much about what my research actually involves because I am working with the Ordnance Survey, and I'm not entirely sure how intellectual property and all that sort of stuff works, so I can't declare publicly what I'm doing just in case it accidentally violated a term in the contract I signed when I started doing this. So it's to do with maps, and maps on smartphones, and we'll kind of just leave it at that. So I'm currently in my 3rd year of my PhD. I took a few months off for mental health reasons, which is quite a normal thing to end up happening for a PhD student, which I will be talking a bit more of at some point. So far I've done a couple of studies, and I'm analysing my most recent one, which was a more major study, and I've got one more study which I'm now planning, which is what this is about. I think what I've learned from this exercise is that I did not explore Nottingham enough in like the 2 and a bit years that I've lived here. I did not know there were so many weird, like, independent shops and stuff in the sort of artsy, independent-y areas. It's crazy. The trouble with how I've organised this is that I've got my rucksack with all of my stuff in it, and I've been walking around for over an hour, and the weight is really starting to hurt my shoulders. Hello, room. Any massive spiders? Any massive spiders? No. No obvious massive spiders. That's great. So you may recognise this room from a couple of videos that I did, such as Anna's Welsh Zoo and the Inter-University Project for Awesome video that I did, and the Yoshi, painting Yoshi video, I did that here too. But generally I don't film when I'm here because I have housemates and I don't want to be annoying them or embarrassing myself. Anyone else have this? Just a thing of miscellaneous electronics. And these are my old maps, which I love. So I got them when I was in the Lake District in a old bookshop. And this is of the South Wales area with Swansea on it, which is where I went to university. If the focus wants to... there we go. And that little bit there is the park, which has the university in it now. But this was made before the university existed. This map is from the 1920s, and I love it. These are pillows I made when I fancied a sewing project. And this is my electric guitar, which never gets played. Sorry. Yeah, I keep that here just in case I feel like having a little play around with it while I'm up here, which I never do. So yeah, and the amp and the cable for the amp. Oh god, my hair. Oh god, windswept. The cable for the amp and the amp are all back home in Cardiff, so I can't really do anything other than just play it as it is. I need to brush my hair, oh god. But Jules, I hear you ask, didn't you say that this was a one-day vlog? Why are you still filming? It's the next day. Well, I forgot to sign off with something last night, so I thought, why not just carry on until I got home? That feels like a reasonable ending. So, yeah, back at Nottingham station, about to head back to Cardiff. And the Cardiff football team are doing their returning from the Euros parade with an open-top bus. So I'm just really hoping that Cardiff Centre is not totally mental. In fact 2 days in the life of a PhD student, and now it is Friday and I'm looking forward to a relaxing weekend and not doing any walking like crazy and filming everything that I see just in case it's useful for my work. Oh, so as always, thank you so much for watching and I will see you again soon. Bye.